because people them right and not hear me. Say the reggae boys cause this story. Me still not recover. I still haven't recovered, people. Bear with me. Why this looks so? Hold on there. There we go. Wow. I don't know why this thing looks so. I don't know who watch. Me no know. Me no really know. That's what me a change in the studio. And right. Me turn on Kareem mic because
Yes.
people them things says joke thing with
Check,
the pan
check.
today. Boy, Kareem, I don't even know. I've been recovering. I'm in recovery mode. The only thing that brought me up this morning is that up with the Chelsea won this morning. 2-0.
Nice 2-0.
That's the boy, man. I tell you, hey
Football highlight.
guys. Me not good, guys. Me not good. Everybody be asking. Kathya is not good. She's not good. It's not. It rough the streets. It rough in the streets everywhere right now.
It's
Trust
crazy.
me.
It's crazy.
If you were in the National Stadium on Tuesday night, big up yourself. If you're watching it on TV, big up yourself. If you had your hopes up to the top, big up yourself. Because I tell you. But we're not going to start with that, because
Please.
Me decide say, but so we're not going to start the show, so because this is right. So, as I said, welcome to Sports Talk. Thanks to those who have joined us on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Right? Cool. Happy to have you. Those listening on the app, in the Apple Store, App Store, or the Google Play Store on Android, big up yourselves. Where you don't know the app, man, big up yourselves. Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Kathya, as I said. Beside me today is Kareem, because we started a conversation last week and I feel it's only fair. I don't know people. I don't know what's going on for the camera. But I think it's only fair that Kareem continues the conversation with me.
Kathy, like I forgot to sign a contract for me co-host.
Well, to the powers that be. Anyways. To the powers that be. All right. So let me try in the meantime, between time, because we're not going to start with Reggae Boys today.
Please.
We're going to do that at 1:15. So stick and stay with us, because we have lots to say. But other things are going on. West Indies, they're in New Zealand, touring New Zealand. They were defeated again.
Oh, what's new?
Right. Our basketballers are also out competing, as well as our rugby team. In terms of netball or okay, something was playing. Right. In terms of netball, the Horizon Series, Kareem, the Jamaica leg has been cancelled. So the entire series will be playing England, and they will be collecting donations for Hurricane Melissa. I'm a little disappointed that we will not be able to see our Sunshine Girls on soil, but that's how these things are. Sponsors, everybody putting their efforts into hurricane relief efforts, and so that is quite understandable. But I still want to share the team with you that will be traveling to the the Horizon Series, Horizon Netball Series 2025. It's the Sunshine Girls versus the Vitality Roses, which is the English side, right? All right. So the shooters for the series: Shanice Beckford, Rhea Dixon, Simone Gordon, Giselle Allison, Mishka Creary. In center court, we'll have Khadijah Williams, Adine Thomas, Abigail Sutherland, Crystal Plummer, and Saudi Green. The defenders will be Kimone Shaw, Vangelie Williams, Theresa Beckford, Roxana McLean, and Paula Ann Burton. Head coach is Coach Shasha Henry Wright. The Intern coach is Carrie Ann Brown. The team doctor is Dr. Michelle Holt. Physiotherapist is Othniel Lamont. And the team manager is Marine Brown. And of course, those games will be on December 13th, the day after my birthday, and December 14th, 2 days after my birthday. So, yeah. So if you are in England, support the Sunshine Girls. It will be happening at the Copper Box Arena in London. So go out and support the girls. And of course, it will also be on television here in Jamaica. And yeah, of course, this 15 team member will travel there as they, participate in the series. As I said, unfortunately, the series will not be here in Jamaica, or the Jamaica leg has been cancelled. So that's that. All right, let's jump ahead and talk about what's going on in the English Premier League, in Jamaica Premier League.
Wait, before you get to Premier League, there's this thing I saw. We created history. The two men.
Yeah.
Bobsled team.
I literally was gonna talk about that after I've calmed down about the football, because I needed something to bring back the show.
Yeah.
But now that you've said it, Jamaica made history in Whistler on Friday night, where Shane Pitter and Nimroy Turgot powered to a bronze medal in the two-man bobsled at the North American Cup. They finished in a time of 1 minute and 48.02 seconds, 0.42 seconds off the winning sleds from Canada and Great Britain, who tied for first. Back-to-back two strong starts, the Jamaican pair delivered the nation's best ever result in this event, signaling another major step forward for the island's bobsled program, which is very fantastic. Wonderful. Because some of our athletes, I know Carrie Russell is now doing bobsled, and Taekwondo Tracy currently doing bobsled. So it's good to see that we've made history by getting this bronze medal.
A country with no snow.
Right, a country with no snow. I mean, Jamaicans, we're good at anything we put our mind to, Tell you guys that all the time, man. Tell you guys that all the time.
Except reggae boys.
Right. Kareem,
Trust me, I'll be throwing shots at them all day.
Yeah, right. Until Kareem and I had a conversation before this, so we kind of know what is coming, right? Anyways, on to the English Premier League this morning. Results: Chelsea, as I said, defeated Burnley 2-0. Bournemouth, they played to a 2-2 draw against West Ham. Brighton were 2-1 winners over Brentford. Fulham were 1-0 winners over Sunderland. Nottingham Forest defeated Liverpool. I said the Liverpool fans crashing out over Twitter. The fans, they're not having it because, boy, having gone through Tuesday, thinking that maybe, their club team will cheer them up, can help. They didn't. They absolutely didn't.
That kind of shows you that coaching is important, because if Ange Postecoglou was still a coach at something there at Nottingham Forest, they would have probably get 6.
Right.
JFF, you heard that?
Okay, right. And then Manchester United and the Everton game, that game has been postponed because I think somebody's participating in something else. Crystal Palace, they were 2-0 winners against Wolves, and then it's currently 0-0 between Newcastle and Manchester City. There's 41 minutes gone in that game so far. For the rest of the games in this round, Leeds will play Aston Villa. That's tomorrow. Arsenal will play Tottenham. That's an interesting game on a Sunday morning, right? Sure. I don't know if the Arsenal fans or the Tottenham fans will feel any better. Daniel, big up yourself. And the Manchester United Everton game would actually be played on Monday. 3 p.m. Jamaica time. So, Man U fans, you have to wait until Monday before
you lose.
Almost a week for the recovery efforts to reach you. if it reaches you. So in terms of the standings now in the league, and on average teams played either 11 or 12 games, right? Arsenal, they're still on top of the league on 26 points. Second is Manchester City, currently with the scoreline at 0-0. They will be in second on 23 points. Chelsea, third on 23 points. Crystal Palace, fourth on 20 points. And then at the bottom of the table, Leeds United, they're in 18th place, rather, on 11 points. Burnley, they're in 19th place on 10 points. And Wolves, yet to get off. I don't know what's going on with
Crazy.
Wolves, but I mean, the Wolves are not Wolves right? They have played 12 games, 2 draws, and 10 losses.
That's crazy.
Only 2 points from 12 games.
That's crazy.
I mean,
just relegate yourselves at this point.
Right. He's not me saying, guys. You see, I say glad that Kareem is in here now. Other people can cuss Kareem because
my bad, Brad.
right. Because people on the gram already telling me to go make sandwiches. Kareem, did you see the reel?
I saw it. That's crazy.
And did you not? And I'm like,
that's crazy. I saw it I saw it when they just dropped it, and I was like, oh, cool. I know Kathya would I did it, and I know would I get Kathya for talk. And then I went back and I was just like,
I'm like,
excuse me.
I'm like, wow. I mean, I feel so appreciated by the men in the space.
Man saying I make sandwiches.
And I'm like, you don't even know my sandwich making skills.
They probably don't even that. It's crazy because that person probably don't even know anything about football.
That's the thing. And I'm like, you know what? I don't feel no way because guess what?
If it's even a real account.
Exactly. Because you know how these people are.
Trolls.
And I'm like, you guys, yeah. Maybe you need to listen to Love 101 on a Saturday, 1 to 2, and you will see who really knows about sports or don't know about sports.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know,
crazy. Also relegating a woman to go and make sandwiches.
I was like, wow. I'm like,
1950.
Is this 2025 or 1920s?
Crazy.
Wow. Dumb. Anyways, we're going to go for our first break right here on Sports Talk. And as you can imagine, when we come from the break, we got lots to talk about. No, there's no second, third, fourth, or fifth anything. It's about to go down when we come back. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back right here on Sports Talk.
It's the B-Mall Auto Limited Big Hurricane Relief Sale. Visit our Santa Cruz location and get 15 to 20% off all auto parts. Yes, 15 to 20% off. Conditions apply. Enjoy 15% off all auto glass purchases at all locations, plus get free installation. Hurry! The sale ends November 30, 2025. Visit us at 24 Caledonia Road, Mandeville, 114 C. Hagler Park Road, Kingston, and 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781 or 876-618-2783. B-Mall Auto Limited. Quality parts, great prices.
We will be stronger. From Jamaica, to the world. It's time for the I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert. Let's build back Jamaica stronger. It's Sunday, November 23 from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. powered by Digicel. There'll be a whole host of Jamaican artists who'll be sharing their voices as we build back stronger. Love 101 will bring you highlights featuring Carrie Sales, Candy Isaacs, John Mark Wigan, Jermaine Edwards, Chevelle Franklin, and Kevin Downswell. Call to donate at 888-LOVE-JAM. That's 888-568-3526 or visit supportjamaica.gov.jm. Watch and listen live across the various platforms and right here on Love 101 and on our social media platforms. The I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert, Sunday, November 23, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And Love 101 will bring you highlights. Love 101 stands with the families that lost so much. Let's build back Jamaica stronger.
We will get through this time.
Jamaica be big, 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 big for those on the front line. Hurricane Melissa changed lives across the region, and the true impact is only now being felt. Monday, November 24 on Family Time, we're talking about the trauma families are facing, how children are coping, and the quiet strength rising in our communities. Host Crystal Daly Thompson is joined by Dawn Mullings and Chantal Monroe as we explore how families can rebuild not just homes, but hearts. How do we support one another? How do we move forward? And where do we find hope after the storm? It's Monday, November 24 at 5:30 p.m. for a powerful and healing conversation on Family Time, brought to you by Love 101 in association with Family Life Ministries. Family Time, right here on Love 101, the family station. We drink it, we bathe in it, we depend on it. But water is so much more than a physical necessity. Across the Bible and in cultures worldwide, water heals, destroys, and purifies. Steve sits down with Daniel Dodd and Bishop Garth Minot to explore the deep spiritual significance of water. From baptism to deliverance, from ancient river deities to modern anointed water practices, how does this simple element carry so much power? And what does Scripture truly reveal? The water on the earth today has been on the earth for millions of years. Join us Tuesday, November 25 at 10 a.m. for a thought-provoking, refreshing dive into the power of the waters on The Rock, here on the family station, Love 101. Welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101. To start off this segment as we dissect Tuesday's game, as well as other things, coach and everything. I mean, this is the Reggae Boys JFF segment. Joining us online is Eddie from Eddie Vision TV. Eddie will soon come to you. But I'm putting everybody on. Karim is still here in studio. Karim is sitting in with me today as we continue our conversation from last week. We're gonna hear from the post-match press conference, and let's hear what Coach Steve McLaren had to say.
Just wrote myself, and it's really from a statement to read out, which I've just wrote myself, and it's really from the heart. So I want to speak directly to the Jamaican people, the fans here and abroad, the players and everyone who has the Reggae Boys at heart. Over the last 18 months, I have given everything I have to this job, to this role. I carried the weight and the pride of this job with the deepest respect. Leading this team really has been one of the greatest honours of my career. But football is a results business. And tonight we've fallen short of our goal, which was to qualify from this group. It is the responsibility of the leader, myself, to step forward, take accountability, and make decisions in the best interest of the team for them to go forward. After deep reflection and an honest assessment of where we are and where we need to go, I have decided to step down as the head coach of the Jamaican national team. This decision comes from respect, always the respect of the badge, always the supporters and the players. And sometimes the best thing a leader can do is to recognise when a fresh voice, new energy, and a different perspective is required to move this team forward. I want to take this moment to really thank the players and wish them luck in the playoffs in March. It really has been a privilege to coach them in all the camps and to have the ups and downs, which is football, the luck, unlucky, everything we've been through. As the players have been fantastic, bring great energy and attitude to the job. Want to thank the staff, and the staff really are the engine room behind the scenes. They've been absolutely fantastic from day one. I enjoyed working with them. I know they're all disappointed, like we are. I want to thank the fans for supporting us through the ups and downs. And as I said before, I'm positive this team will succeed in March. I want to thank the JFF for their support, especially Mr. Speed, who he brought me here 18 months ago. And I've worked with him especially closely over the last few months. And I thank him for his support, as well as the president, who has always been there for me and my staff when we come over, day in, day out. Finally, I want to make it clear, I've always said that leadership is a service. That's what we do. And tonight, I think I best serve this team by stepping aside and allowing someone else to take this team forward, which I know they'll succeed in March and in the future. There's so much talent and ability on this island and in the diaspora that it's only a matter of time. Things are developing, that they will succeed. So I thank you, Jamaica. I will be forever grateful to have led the Reggae Boys. It really has been an honour. Respect and one love to you all, and hope in the future to see you in the World Cup. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Ladies, thank you.
All right. And that was Coach Steve McLaren. His tendering his resignation at the post-match press conference after Tuesday's draw against Curacao at the office. That's at the National Stadium. Eddie, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Kathya. I'm doing a little bit better now. Thank you.
Fantastic. Oh, wow. I'm happy you're doing better. I have Kareem here with me just in case you hear another voice.
Big up, Kareem.
Blessings, Eddie. Blessings.
All right. Let's start with you, Kareem. I don't want any in-depth nothing.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to hear your thoughts first on the match on Tuesday. Just general thoughts.
Dismal performance in front of a packed stadium. I saw something on Twitter saying the stadium was at capacity with more people outside, people on top of the wall, everything. It was a poor performance.
The stadium was more than at capacity, by the way, because if you count the people that were sitting on the cycle track, anyways.
Exactly. Poor, absolutely poor performance. Yeah, I was tempted so many times to stop watching. To be honest, it was really poor.
Yeah.
For a team needing a win, it was poor.
All right, we'll dive into those poor performances and who you're gonna put the poor performances on. Eddie, I know we spoke after the match lengthily, but still, just for my listeners and for Kareem, your general thoughts on Tuesday.
Generally, as Kareem said a million times, a poor performance, and I have to agree with him. Based on what was at stake, I didn't think the boys turned out with much urgency, especially in the first half. The players looked like they lost. They didn't know what to do. So it was a hard watch, a very difficult watch. They look confused and nervous. I think the moment got the better of the players as well. It was a huge moment, filled packed stadium, and I think the boys could not handle that pressure, even though they came close in 3 occasions, mainly the shots that hit the post and the crossbar. But overall, it wasn't good enough on the day.
Yeah. To be in the stadium, actually for us, Eddie, to be at the pre-match press conference, because I wanna start from there. I don't know. At the pre-match press conference, there was that air of confidence that I was getting, but I wasn't getting it from Coach McLaren. I'm gonna be honest. He felt to me within that pre-match press conference that it was almost as if somebody was forcing him to be here. And he brought Kaheem Dixon actually to that pre-match press conference. And it was surprising that you would have brought a player to a pre-match press conference. And then when I looked at the starting 11 on Tuesday, it wasn't there. And I'm like, am I confused or am I losing my mind or something? But in any case, that's how I want to say. Everybody else was confident and, we had our doubts, but we were still
holding on to hope
and pushing confidence. But I don't know, there was something off from Tuesday, from Monday morning, and it's almost like I couldn't place my finger on it yet. I mean, I was, but I didn't want to just go out on a limb and just saying, oh, he just felt as if things, that type of thing. But before we continue our conversation, listeners, stay with us. We're going to go for a second break right here on Sports Talk. And when we come back, we're going to hear further from Eddie and from Kareem and from myself, diving a little bit more into what exactly happened on Tuesday and where did it all go wrong. We'll be right back.
We will be stronger. It's time for the I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert. Let's build back Jamaica stronger. It's Sunday, November 23 from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. powered by Digicel. There'll be a whole host of Jamaican artists who'll be sharing their voices as we build back stronger. Love 101 will bring you highlights featuring Carrie Sales, Candy Isaacs, John Mark Wigan, Jermaine Edwards, Chevelle Franklin, and Kevin Downswell. Call to donate at 888-LOVE-JAM. That's 888-568-3526 or visit supportjamaica.gov.jm. Watch and listen live across the various platforms and right here on Love 101 and on our social media platforms. The I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert, Sunday, November 23, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And Love 101 will bring you highlights. Love 101 stands with the families that lost so much. Let's build back Jamaica stronger.
We will get through this time. Respect of the big for those on the front line.
Hurricane Melissa changed lives across the region, and the true impact is only now being felt. Monday, November 24 on Family Time, we're talking about the trauma families are facing, how children are coping, and the quiet strength rising in our communities. Host Crystal Daly Thompson is joined by Dawn Mullings and Chantal Monroe as we explore how families can rebuild not just homes, but hearts. How do we support one another? How do we move forward? And where do we find hope after the storm? It's Monday, November 24 at 5:30 p.m. for a powerful and healing conversation on Family Time, brought to you by Love 101 in association with Family Life Ministries. Family Time, right here on Love 101, the family station.
All right, welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. I have online Eddie from Eddie Vision TV, and of course, Kareem is in studio with me. All right, let's get into the meat of the matter now. Kareem, talk to me now about your. So I spoke to you. I asked you before about the general thoughts, but let's talk about now in specifics. You said, where did you see the poor performance or the dismal performance from?
All right, let's start on a good note.
All right, cool.
Best player on the team, most consistent, Andre Blake. I think he deserves a national award for his service to football. And outside of football, his philanthropic efforts, everything, he deserves a national award. I think 22, Greg Lee was good as well. I mean, of course, can't say it was a 10 out of 10 performance for Greg Lee. But I think he's also one of the consistent players. Ethan Pinnock could stay in Brentford. He could stay there. Richard King, I was disappointed in his performance because it's not something that I've become accustomed to him performing how he performed on Tuesday. I think he was pretty poor. The hoofing the ball up the field and trying to carry the ball, trying to bypass the whole midfield. Like, why we have a midfield if the defender is going to try and bypass the midfield? Literally. Yeah, you're right. Put on a midfield. Bobby Reed. Oh my days. I don't want to see him in a national jersey ever again. Because this is not the first, second, third, or fourth time that he's had sitters like that. And just the foolishness.
Anybody else?
Shamar Nicholson was underwhelming. I know we wanted him to play in Trinidad and this and that and blah blah blah. But of course he couldn't, but it was just like it was so underwhelming. And then I see the videos of him fighting with the police afterwards, and I'm just like, and even his response to it on Instagram was like, "Oh, my family, all right," and this and that. Okay, that's where your headspace is. You don't need to be representing the national team. Kaheem Dixon, he was pretty poor as well. Granted, he came on and he was playing a defensive position. At one point, I saw him I think he was right back. I think he was playing right back at one point, and it was just him and Whisper rotated between right back at one point. That was kind of crazy to me. Whisper, two little flashes here and there, but that was it. Granted, I feel like he needed time to settle in the game. Putting him on 10 minutes before the game done. If you're a quality player, you should be able to affect the game no matter what time you come on. The penalty shout was good, but that was just what it was, a penalty shout. It wasn't a penalty, it was a shout. The red card, I think the player made the most of it, but we know how the thing go. It couldn't be reviewed because he was already given a yellow card. If it was a straight red card, then it could be reviewed. But because it's second yellow, it couldn't be reviewed. The only way it would be reviewed if it was a second yellow, if it was a mistake, if it was mistaken identity, and it wasn't. The player made the most of the challenge, but that was that. Who else? Anybody else I don't mention obviously was insignificant to the game. Ian Frey, I don't care if you play with Messi. You're a defender. Why are you in the midfield? Leave it. Of course, that's the coach's fault. Anybody else? Yeah. Cephas. Oh my days. You do the same thing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Obviously, the defender is not stupid. Him knows that's what you're going to do again. Run to the line and try to cross the ball because you're fast. Try and switch it up now. Is it that you don't have anything else in your arsenal to challenge the players? You're a professional player. Do something different. Use your head.
You're almost through the entire squad. So let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you. Number 7. Demarai Gray.
No comment. No comment.
Let me help you.
No comment.
Let me help you. Boy. All right. So Kareem took the players' point of view. Eddie, let me hear from you. In terms of the the game on Tuesday, you said you agreed with Kareem, poor, dismal performance.
Yeah.
But where did it go wrong as far as you are concerned?
I mean, it went wrong with the starting lineup for one.
Thank you.
I know you mentioned Dixon not being in the starting 11. However, we saw him at the press conference, and I think they just used the youngster to really get the fans to come out, because it doesn't make any sense. You put him out there and then he's not starting. Exactly. But the entire setup was wrong. We're going into a major game like this where we have to win, and we start with 2 defensive midfielders in Hayden, and you put a right back in Frey. So 2 sitting don't make any sense in midfield, and then you have Bobby Reed isolated. So we pretty much had 3 players posing as midfielders. We didn't see anything from the midfield. They didn't come for the ball. They didn't look like they wanted the ball in any way. He mentioned King. All King did was to step up, long ball. Step up, long ball. And then when the ball was to be played out to the right to the youngster, Dexter Lembikisa, he refused to play the ball to Dexter. So I don't know what's going on with the team. Players not doing the right thing, making the right decisions, making the right passes. Up top, disarray, one person alone pressing, and that's Bowser, Shamar. And I know one man cannot press 3-4 players. So he didn't get any type of support up top in the pressing aspect of the game. Demarai Gray, an absolute no-show. And funny enough, today, with his club, Birmingham City, I think he got the man of the match, getting 2 assists. So it just goes to show where is all of this performance when it comes to the Reggae Boys. When it comes to putting on that Reggae Boys jersey, we're not seeing Demarai Gray. He's been missing for maybe over a year with the national team, and he consistently will get the start once he's fit. He already lost his position to Cephas on the left-hand side, and McLaren does have to force him in the team at some point, put him on the right side where he's not comfortable. So hence you get these displays from Demarai Gray. So I just don't know. The fans wanted to see Whisper Dixon at the start. You know, they came out to witness history. They did get the history, but not the history that they wanted. The history the fans got was the best Reggae Boys team not to qualify automatically, you know, with the easiest chance. That's the history that was made on Tuesday night. So I just don't know the coach, his press conference or post-match talk with the letter, coming up with the letter. I don't know. I've never seen that in ever. So I'm not with that. Maybe I'm just saying maybe he got the letter from Rudolph Speed or somebody to read, because there's no way a coach would write a letter and walk into a press conference with it. It doesn't seem genuine. It looks fake. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's for me. I agree with both of you. The starting 11 is what bothered me, because I said to my friend who went to the match together, and I said, "Hear what? When I see the starting 11, that will tell me how tonight will end." And when I see Bobby Reed and Demarai Gray starting, I was like, "Oh." And then I see Ian Frey to the middle, and I see Isaac. I said, "Oh." Okay, so we're not serious. We're just not serious tonight. And it's at that point, I'm gonna tell you, from the game, before the game started, as the starting 11 was released, I was just so angry. I got so mad for the because I'm like, what? I just couldn't understand. I just couldn't understand. And I'm still yet to understand. I don't know why those decisions were made. I'm yet to know. We are never gonna know why those decisions were made on Tuesday. From the starting 11, come right back down to the tactics. Let me not start because you spoke about
tactics like
the players, right? I'm gonna go a little bit. We know that Shamar need 5 or 6 chances to actually score. Let's just call a spade a spade. Cool. Then you have Cephas, that the number 2 from Curacao was stuck onto Cephas like glue the entire time. Cephas pulling 2 players, even 3 players at time. But what was Bobby Reed and Demarai Gray doing? Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, after 2 runs by Demarai Gray, he was out of breath, 2 hands on the waist, walking on the sideline. And I go, Demarai Gray is walking in front of the Jamaica bench and nobody's looking on to say, maybe we're not going to continue this after 45 minutes if we keep it 0-0. We're just going to make the changes at half
for the first
half time. You know, let's just get something going because obviously nothing was going for us in the first 45 minutes. And so what was happening? Shamar was pressing. Cephas draws 2 to 3 persons and the entire box was empty because Bobby Reed and Demarai Gray missing in action. At some point, I was wondering, are they even in the game or did they go into the stands to sit down? That's how bad it was. Crazy to me. I just can't. I stand by this point that I would have made from we just came back from the Gold Cup. We should have fired Steve McLaren from we came back from the Gold Cup. We shouldn't have been in this position.
I agree.
We should have fired Steve McLaren from we came back from the Gold Cup because this man showed us in the Gold Cup that this is all he has to offer. Literally. Like he went, hi guys, this is all I have to offer. And we go, you know what? It's okay. Let's hire a technical advisor. Let's put a technical advisor to the head coach because that's gonna make some sense.
A paid role.
We're gonna go for a final break right here on Sports Talk. Eddie, stay with us. Kareem, stay with us. Listeners, stay with us because we're gonna go a little bit about the match and then we're gonna talk about the next step for the Reggae Boys and the announcement that came out yesterday in regards to the interim head coach. We'll be right back.
We drink it, we bathe in it, we depend on it. But water is so much more than a physical necessity. Across the Bible and in cultures worldwide, water heals, destroys, and purifies. Steve sits down with Daniel Dodd and Bishop Garth Minot to explore the deep spiritual significance of water. From baptism to deliverance, from ancient river deities to modern anointed water practices. How does this simple element carry so much power? And what does Scripture truly reveal? The water on the earth today has been on the earth for millions of years. Join us Tuesday, November 25 at 10 a.m. for a thought-provoking, refreshing dive into the power of the waters on The Rock, here on the family station, Love 101.
Eternal Father.
Right now, our brothers and sisters in Western Jamaica are hurting. Homes have been destroyed. Families are struggling to start again after Hurricane Melissa.
Love 101 FM, the family station, is calling on you to join hearts and hands in love in action.
You can make a difference today by donating cash or kind to help rebuild lives.
We're collecting non perishable food items,
Bottled water,
baby supplies,
hygiene products,
toiletries,
cleaning supplies,
bedding, tarpaulins, and small household items.
Drop off your donations of cash and kind at Love 101 FM or participating partner churches island-wide.
Every can, every package, every dollar helps bring hope to the hurting. Together, we are Love in Action. Love 101 FM,
the family station.
All right, welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. I still have Kareem with me, and I still do have Eddie from Eddie Vision TV online. All right, gentlemen, let's because we have a lot of things to get through in the final segment of our show here. Eddie, starting with you, was it the right decision for Coach Steve McLaren to resign? It's just a yes or no.
100% yes.
Okay, cool. Kareem, you?
Most definitely, 100% yes.
All right. Now that we've faced that, and we all saw what happened. Coach Steve McLaren resigned on Tuesday night.
Or him could have waited. Him could have waited to get the sack the next morning.
No, no, because trust me, Kareem, it was not. Eddie can tell you, it was not pretty at the stadium at the beginning, at the McDonald tunnel leading to the press room, like outside. People were, yeah, man, Jamaicans. The Jamaicans, they were Jamaicaning. Okay, right. Steve should be happy that he left this country in one piece.
Crazy.
Cool? Great. All right. So Steve resigned on Tuesday, and Friday afternoon, the news broke. Well, definitely not surprising to me.
Same.
Rudolph Speed, interim head coach, and they're in talks with Miguel Coley's agent to get him as assistant coach. Kareem, your thoughts on that?
Rubbish. Again, like you said, it wasn't surprising to me, but it's very disappointing because here is the technical advisor who was advising the coach now acting in the position as interim head coach.
Before I even go to technical advisor, Rudolph Speed is the head of the technical committee of the GFF.
And he's also in charge of a club.
He's also a director at the GFF.
And he's in charge of a football club. There's a direct conflict of interest with FIFA rules. So unless does
FIFA have any rules?
Why at this point?
Okay.
At this point.
Say this. Yeah. Anyways, Eddie, your thoughts?
Again, not surprising. But minus the conflict of interest and all of that. I think he was the best option based on the fact that he's local, he knows the team, and it would be wise to really get an international coach. I mean, who would take the job for maximum 2 games? So in terms of our options, I think we had to go local. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but we're stuck with Rudolph Speed right now.
My question is, was this Rudolph Speed's plan all along? Because he's the one that brought Steve McLaren to Jamaica. He's the one that the JFF went to as a technical advisor.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing, I don't even want to, it's really hard for me when a particular person out there, I'm going to call his name, Craig Butler. Yeah, man. Not a lot of time I agree with Craig Butler. Not a lot of time I can stand him. But unfortunately, now is a time that he and I are on the same page. Because it's almost as if FIFA went, hey, Jamaica, Do you know the World Cup is being held in Canada, Mexico, and the USA? And we'd love for you to be a part of it. We are going to give you the absolute easiest route to get to the World Cup.
Yep.
You know, no fuss. We're going to ensure that all the teams in your group are ranked lower than you. And, you know, may the odds be in your favor. But we have made the odds even greater for you. And somebody went, no.
Nah,
no thank
thanks.
you. Pass. Thanks, FIFA, for the offer, but you're so gracious. Pass. Crazy to me. But as you said, Eddie, I don't think they could have gone with anybody else, but it's sad. It's really sad to me that the person who not supposedly, because Coach Steve said it, was in charge basically of hiring the coach and his technical advisor, which means that he would have been advising him.
Exactly.
So is that Steve was taking the advising? That more no. Anyways, but so it's Rudolph Speed, and let me tell you, you know. Anyways, so we played New Caledonia. I keep on saying New Macedonia because I'm like, what is this side? We played New Caledonia, and then if we happen to win against New Caledonia, who is actually ranked 147th in the world, by the way, we will then play the Democratic Republic of Congo, which again, I think the odds are in our favor again. It's like FIFA is saying, Jamaica, let me just give you one more chance. Since you squandered the chances I give you, let me just give you one more chance to get it right. But Kareem, having gone through the disappointment, Coach Speed appointed as head coach, how do we move forward? As in, how do we recover to like still qualify in these next two important games? What do you think?
Well, I think the system that or lack thereof that the team had under McLaren needs to go. So implement a new system. It's gonna be hard to get people to buy into the system now, because I mean, chances are that they won't be together until maybe 3 or 4 weeks before that match in March of 2026. So it's about trying to build synergy in a team where players don't necessarily hang around each other a lot. He needs to come and impress his tactics on the team that will help the team to progress. You see me? I think I know you guys said there was no local option. I think Andrew Pierce would have been a good shout, but I mean, he's the head of FIFA's grassroots, not FIFA, JFF's grassroots program. But I feel like football is football at any level. But oh well. I think I read the article that was put out from the Athletic, and I realized that there's still a lot of politics involved in the team. I think if we want to get to the World Cup, all of that has to go down the drain, really and truly. I mean, no matter which coach you bring in, if the politics involving the team still exists, then we won't go to the World Cup. That is just the truth.
All right, I'm gonna take some thoughts from our listeners, Eddie, and then I'll give you a chance to talk about our way forward. Cherry from Spanish Town says, good afternoon. What I couldn't understand, if you're a defender, why are you in the midfield and you are not an all-round? Secondly, they need to play in unity. That wasn't there. Place players where they play their best. Okay, all right. Caroline says, hi, Caroline. What about the management team at JFF? Ricketts and the gang.
The gang of clown.
The gang of clown. Hello? Arrogant. Boy, Caroline. What about Craig Butler? He can handle it. No, okay. Craig Butler is not an option, guys. Let's just be real. He and JFF will never see eye to eye ever in the world of this world. And
yeah, I just don't think that's a good look for the program.
Right. listen, the coach never had a winning attitude. He spoke of a draw first, then win. He was unsure or nervous. For an experienced coach, the systems need to change. Our own Jamaican coach is much better, and the players know them. No more foreign coach looking for a hideout corner or tired attitude. At least Whitmore did a better job, but he wasn't getting the encouraging support from those who are the heads and never had the experience of really playing for the country. Now the coach must go, and the leader who refuses to step down. All right. Right. Yeah. Ricketts, yes, needs to go. All right. And that is from Olga. All right. And then online, let me see. Eddie, I coming to you. No, I don't believe it was this plan all along. Okay, that's responding to me. Okay, I believe the politics is mostly by the social media platforms and the fans. Interesting. All right, Eddie, how do we move forward from this? How do we pick up the pieces, shuffle the deck, and prepare to still try to get our chance or capitalize on the chances that have been offered to us to get to the World Cup?
Well, just like Hurricane Melissa, Hurricane McLaren has left us in a spot that we didn't expect us to be in. It will be difficult, but I think change is needed in terms of the team selection one, and then the players. We must play players in their right positions. No longer we can continue to put players out of position. I think that's very important. Select players that are on form, and change the system if there was a system. No more long ball. We have to cut out certain things, and we have to be confident. I think if the players need to look into themselves and just know, say, it's the World Cup and it's the last chance. And there's a player in Italy. I believe he plays at AS Roma, Leon Bailey. I think he would be like a new addition to this team, and hopefully he's fit and ready for March. We have not seen Leon Bailey in a while, so I think maybe Leon Bailey could be that difference and that player that can carry us to the World Cup.
And he's a new player. You know what? True. But yes, I don't know. It's just been unfortunate for Leon getting injured every 1 week every time before international break. It's like crazy to me.
I think they need to put him send him to one of those doctors that can assess his body and see what's really happening.
Something is going on. You can't be getting injured a week every time. Like as the clock ticks, injured. As a squad about to announce injured. But anyway, hey, stop. Right. But gentlemen, thank you so much. I just want to say, to close out this, I still believe that we can get to the World Cup. I still have to have hope that we can get to the World Cup. I don't know.
It's the hope that kills you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm a fool or something. But I still believe that we can get to the World Cup, but we have to do things differently. And I'm not even talking about in preparation for World Cup 2026. As a country, JFF, as a federation, we have to do things differently. Eddie, you spoke about a system. It's obvious we do not have a system in Jamaica. We need to develop a system. Whatever it's going to be, a system needs to be developed. We cannot have the coaches on Andrew Peart, Rudolph Speed, Coley, all of these coaches that have this A license going for their pro license, some of them, and the country that we live in, that they live in, that they coach for, most of them, or would have coached for, does not have a system of play at how we play football. We'll have to figure out that. And it means that when these players, just like all the other international teams, obviously the clubs don't play like the country, but the country has a system. So the players know that when they come back home, this is how we play football here. You do whatever else when you're not here. But when you come here and you put on the jersey of Jamaica, this is how we play. And until we get to that point, we will continue playing long ball. We will continue not playing to our strong points, which is running, because we are naturally faster than people. It is a fact, it's a fact, let's hope that Leon Bailey can finally be ready for March. Maybe that will have some sort of thing. Hopefully Damian Lowe will get a club that he can play with. That means he will be getting minutes under his belt. And let's hope that we get the job done in March, because it's either do or die, or we're going to be planting yam fields.
Everybody needs to do introspection. That's what it is. The players themselves, because I don't think they take this national thing seriously.
I can't even blame the players fully, because we don't play with a system, and we'll have to start there. And that's why I the only players I'm blaming, I'm sorry, it's gonna be Demarai Gray and Bobby Reed for me. If I were to blame anybody, or to be a player that players that I really don't think impacted any at all throughout this window of qualification, meaning these last 3 games, have to be Bobby Reed and Demarai Gray for me. They are the ones that I will throw. Maybe, Holgate never plays, so I can't really cuss him. So yeah, but it's the 3 of those 3 players, man. We don't need them. They can stay wherever they are, because it's either that or we're gonna play them in position. But Bobby Reed has lost his position to run. Demarai Gray lost his position to Ronaldo Sifa. So why is he still in the squad? Anyways, all of that. That being said, I'm still hopeful that we can get to the World Cup in 2026. It's going to be hard. We have to now go to Guadalajara in Mexico to play New Caledonia. And then if we do, we will play Democratic Republic of Congo, which I think, they're ranked a few numbers above us. But
they have quite a few players playing top flight football.
Yeah, so. But yeah. I don't know. They right. So, that's it for Sports Talk today. Join us next week. Manning Cup and the Costa Cup is back. I'm sure, Kareem, you'd have heard me talking 2 weeks ago about the importance of bringing some normalcy to our youngsters.
Students,
I'm happy that good sense has prevailed, and that, that's the good sense has prevailed, and the round of 16 round of 16 will continue Friday, Saturday for the Manning and the Costa Cup. So we'll keep you posted on those games come next week, Saturday. It's been a fantastic time within Sports Talk today. Ide, thank you so much. Kareem, thank you so much as well. Have a good day, everybody. Before I go, let's see. Olga is telling us about Team Solution. I know I'm over my time, but it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna get scolded for talking about Reggae Boys. Solution, team selection needs to be changed. Players need to know their character and career is at stake. Nicholson needs to be more serious. Leon Bailey is lying. Is lying. He's too prideful, as that's what you're saying. They're faced with a big shame. Speed, you're a part of the leadership. Step up now, and we're going to get to the World Cup with seriousness. All right, Olga, I hear you, Cherry from Spanish Town. I hear you, Caroline, and Gunner Boss 7502. Thank you so much for contributing to the show today. This has been Sports Talk. Join us next week, same time, same place, 1:00. Right here on Sports Talk. And if you'd like to listen to this show or any other show on this station, you can download our app, the Love 101 FM app, in the App Store from Apple, and for Android users in the Google Play Store. And thank you to those who have joined us on YouTube and on Facebook. It's been a fantastic time. See you next week.